Hello guys, and welcome back to another video here today at the Startup Brain TV, the platform to help you buzz up and create wealth for yourself. Now if you're new on here, this channel is all about business, entrepreneurship, and creating more financial wealth. So if you're interested in all that type of content, be sure to hit the red subscribe button down below. Don't forget to hit the bell notification button because that's the only way you will be notified each time I release a new video. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about whether or not starting a dropshipping business is actually profitable. Is it really worth it, or is it just a waste of time? So if you're interested in learning more, then you better stay tuned and watch this video till the end. So recently, someone actually left a question in my Facebook group. I have a boutique Facebook group. We're close to about 5K members right now at the time of recording this video. So feel free to join, guys. If you're a boutique owner, a store owner, and you want to network with other boutique owners, ask questions, and really have that sense of community, I'll leave a link below to the Facebook group. So she asked the question. She said, is dropshipping really profitable, right? So that actually inspired the creation of this video, because I wanted to just answer the question in the form of a video, because I like to listen to what people are actually asking and then creating content that solves the problem. It makes sense, right? So is dropshipping really profitable? Now, if you've been watching me here, you know I started my boutique dropshipping in 2015. It was 100% dropshipping. I was able to launch with something like 200 pounds, which is less than $300. And I was only able to do that because I used the dropshipping business model. Now, if you're new on here and you've never heard about dropshipping, dropshipping is basically a business model that involves you not having to buy any wholesale inventory in advance like you would do in a normal sense. Rather, you find a wholesale vendor out there who's happy to ship the products out to your customers. You establish a relationship with those vendors, and then you only pay them after a customer buys from you. So you're literally using your customers' money to buy from your vendors, who then also deal with the shipping on your behalf, and they ship the products directly to your customers without any label, invoices, or tags. That way your customer never knows that the products actually didn't come from you, if that makes sense. So that's pretty much what dropshipping is and why it's so attractive, because you don't have to buy anything in bulk in advance, which is where a lot of money is usually required to buy inventory initially. Okay, so I wanted to talk about the profitability side of dropshipping, if it's really profitable. Dropshipping itself is not a business. Dropshipping is a business model. Okay, the same way you could decide to run a brick and mortar store versus selling online. These are all business models. Okay, dropshipping is not a business. It's just a strategy that people use, a different type of fulfillment strategy that people use to run their businesses. So instead of asking if dropshipping is profitable, you need to be asking the question whether or not your business is likely to be profitable, because at the end of the day, dropshipping is only going to work if you know how to work your business. That's just it. Should I repeat that? That's actually a good line. Dropshipping is only gonna work for you if you know how to work your business. Oh, I love that. That should be like a quote, and then you should have like Denise, Startup Brain. You know how you get all those memes and inspirational quotes, and you have like Warren Buffett, and you have like, all these CEOs of big companies. Let's have this. Dropshipping only works if you know how to make your business work. I need to trademark that statement. Anyway, on a serious note, so dropshipping is only profitable if you know exactly what you're doing. Okay, some people start dropshipping and they make no money whatsoever, and then they say dropshipping is a scam. Remember, dropshipping is a business model. It is not a business on its own. It's literally just a strategy that you can use to run your business. So before you ask the question on whether or not dropshipping is profitable, you need to ask yourself the question whether you're able to actually build a profitable business, because that's what it's all going to rely on. It's all going to be down on a lot of combination of factors. Number one is going to be down to your pricing strategy. Are you actually, like, what type of products are you selling? What are your pricing? What are your margins? Are you keeping track of all that information? So it's going to vary a lot. For example, someone who's selling things like earphones isn't going to make as much money as someone who's selling something more high-end, if that makes sense. So it will vary depending on the type of business you run, depending on how much you're charging for your products, how much your profit margins are, how much in terms of volumes are you able to sell, what strategies do you have in place for your business, are you able to actually sell, do you know how to speak to your target customers, do you know how to do things like running ads, do you know how to do organic marketing. There's a lot of things that come into play when it comes to running a dropshipping business or any business successfully, okay? And unless you know how to run a successful dropshipping business, dropshipping to you is just going to look like, oh, it's a scam. Now, I've heard people say things like dropshipping is a scam, dropshipping doesn't work. I don't understand who's scamming who, unless you're talking about the fact that when you buy products from vendors, you know, you don't receive them. Well, that's kind of like your fault, because you kind of have to test out your vendors before you use them. So if you're saying dropshipping is a scam, it just means you haven't done your research properly, because you should be researching at all times before using vendors in the first place, okay? So is dropshipping really profitable? Absolutely. I've been dropshipping since 2015, guys. And you guys know that. If you've been watching my videos, you know that I've been doing dropshipping since 2015. I still do partly dropshipping right now and partly wholesale. I tend to dropship especially new products that I'm just introducing to my collection that my customers have never seen before. And I use that to kind of test the market to see the response before I buy wholesale inventory. There's nothing worse than buying a lot of inventory in bulk and then that inventory just sitting in your storage or your warehouse and no one's buying because they're just not interested. You know, maybe they don't like the products, maybe it's too expensive, maybe it's just not for them, right? So I like to use the dropshipping business model every time I introduce new products in the market, and I would just, you know, ask questions, engage with my audience, ask them, hey, you know, will you pay for this, and how much are you going to pay for a product like this? I like to do my research in advance before I launch new products. So dropshipping is something that I still use to test the market and see the response before I buy wholesale. You just need to know how to do things the right way. You need to know how to build relationships with suppliers. Most people don't want to do that. They're just lazy. They just, you know, they just go on AliExpress. Oh, this looks nice. Oh, it's only 50 cents. Oh, I'm going to dropship these earphones and get rich. Do your research so you know if that supplier is legit. So is dropshipping profitable? Like any other business, your business is only going to be profitable if you know exactly what you're doing. If you don't know how to run a business, whether you constantly buy wholesale inventory or you have the best looking website or you have the best looking social media profile or you have the best looking products, unless you know how to run a business and sell and market and speak to your target audience, you're never going to see any results. So it all boils down to you as a person, your mindset, your expectations, what strategies you're using in your business, what actions are you taking to try and get consistent sales. If you don't know how to do any of these things, you're not going to be successful, whether you're using dropshipping or any other business model out there. So whether or not dropshipping is profitable is going to be down to a combination of factors, like I've said: how much you're pricing your products, how much you're able to sell on a consistent basis, strategies you're implementing in your business, and do you actually know how to sell? I feel like this whole dropshipping business thing is something that has been blown out of proportion. A lot of people are out here selling you courses and whatever around dropshipping, promising you, I made $1 million in 2 months of starting my dropshipping shop, and then they ask you to pay for like a $10,000 course, and then you buy the course, and then at the end of the day, you see no results, and then dropshipping is a scam. No. I've been using dropshipping. The people that feel dropshipping is a scam are people that I think are frankly quite lazy. They don't do their research and they just want to go out there and get rich quick. You're seeing all these ads popping up. I made, you know, $10,000 in a day, and then you fall for it. You fall for it. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm sure these gurus make that money, but here's the thing. If you're going to be starting a dropshipping business just because you want to get rich like the gurus, and that's your sole aim for starting a business, then you've got your priorities wrong. You need to be starting a business because you're genuinely willing and ready mentally to start a business, and you're ready to go through the hurdles, the good, the bad, the ugly, to get those results. And even the people out here who are showing you all these numbers, showing you all these results, you don't know how much. They're showing you the revenue. They're not showing you profits. They're showing you the revenue. Now, revenue is the sales that are coming in. They're not telling you how much they had to pay the suppliers. They're not telling you how much they had to pay for all the extra ads, Facebook ads especially, because that's what a lot of the big gurus are doing. They use Facebook ads to get sales, but they spend so much. They spend tens of thousands of dollars. just to get those conversions, just to get the sales. And if you dive deeper into the data that you're seeing out there, if you dive deeper into the numbers that they're showing you, you realize that they have almost little to no profit margins whatsoever. Okay, so you need to be very careful who you're taking advice from. Okay, you need to be very careful what courses and what premium guru services you're purchasing. Just because they showed you a Shopify screenshot of $1 million doesn't mean that they actually have $1 million in their bank account. Okay, so is dropshipping profitable? Like any other business, it's only going to be profitable if you are willing to put in the work. Stop trying to get rich overnight. Stop looking at vanity metrics on the internet and expecting that your business is going to look the exact same way overnight without you doing anything, by just putting a few products from AliExpress on your website and expecting that money is gonna start pouring in without you doing anything. You have to treat it as a real business. If you want to see results, you need to treat it as a real business. So I hope you guys found this video useful in terms of, deciding on whether to use dropshipping or not, or if you just wanted to know if dropshipping was a profitable business model. I hope this video has given you guys some guidance and some answers and, some tips and strategies to look into. As usual, if you want to get started with dropshipping and you have no idea how to get started, head over to www.dropshipfinds.com, an all-in-one dropshipping platform where you actually get your own dropshipping website designed for you and preloaded with products ready for you to start selling. All you have to focus on is selling your products and making money, and you also gain access to all the vendors that can start fulfilling all these orders for you. So head over to dropshipfinds.com if you want to get started with dropshipping and you don't want to go through the stress of where to find vendors, creating websites, and all the other complex stuff. And if you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.